joining me today. I have a lot of recipes on the website that show you recipes using egg whites. Tons of egg whites in the cakes, tons of egg whites in the buttercreams, that sort of thing. People are always asking me, what do I do with all these leftover egg yolks? So let me show you a way today that you can actually turn that into a moneymaker for you and not have it be waste. So what I'm going to show you is a suggestion to make a homemade ice cream. Now, where you can use this with your clients, let's say you're using a special recipe in your cake for a special birthday cake, you can make a complimentary ice cream to go with it. We always have ice cream and cake going together, so you can upsell your client by offering to make them a customized ice cream to go with their customized cake. Money for you, use of your leftover egg yolks. So basically I have 4 eggs here and I've separated them, so you can just see that these are plain egg yolks. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to go ahead and start warming my liquids. I've got 1½ cups of heavy cream, and I'm going to add 1½ cups of just whole milk. And what I'm making today is actually an orange spiked chocolate ice cream, and that's the zest of 1 orange. I'm just going to let that kind of come up to a slight simmer. Give that a couple of minutes while I'm over here whisking my egg yolks. Okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start mixing these until it starts to lighten in color. And then I'm going to add 3/4 cup of granulated sugar to that, and I'm just going to keep whisking it for a couple of minutes until it turns to a nice light yellow. Okay, so now I've got a nice light color on my egg yolks, and in the meanwhile, my cream and milk and orange zest combination has come up to temperature. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn this down a little bit while I'm working with it. Basically what I have here is, like I said, the egg yolks, and if I poured this simmering hot mixture into the egg yolks, it would basically end up with scrambled eggs. I don't want that. So what I'm going to show you is how to temper the egg yolks. What you do is you take a little bit of your hot liquid, just like a tablespoon or 2, and go ahead and put it in there and stir it quickly. And what this does is it brings it up to temperature slowly instead of shocking it, and you'll end up with scrambled eggs. So next time I'm going to add a little bit more liquid than I did the first time. Just combine that thoroughly. And I'm going to do it one more time just to make sure that I do not overcook my egg yolks. And now that this is combined and kind of in a liquid form, I can go ahead and pour this into my cream mixture. And I'm basically making a custard. Just get all of that goodness out of there. So all I'm going to do is stir this, and it should just take a couple of minutes, just depends on the heat of your stove. Cook it like on a medium-high heat until it starts to thicken. And it should, there's a test you can use. If you stick a spoon in there and rub your finger across the back of it, it leaves a trail without being too liquid and covering over the trail you left. That's kind of the test of if it's thick enough. So before this gets any thicker, I'm going to go ahead and add my chocolate ingredients. I can turn that flame off a little bit. So basically what I want is a ½ cup of the Jersey cocoa, and that's just going to go straight in there. And while this is nice and hot, I'm going to go ahead and add 4 ounces of a semi-sweet chocolate, just whatever your favorite chocolate is. Now I know this looks a little bit lumpy right now, but as you stir this, it's going to really come up to a nice smooth texture. So now you can turn your heat back up and just slowly bring it up to that nice thick stage. Okay, so this has been on the stove for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I feel like it's thick enough to go ahead and strain. And the reason we want to strain it is not necessarily so much to take out, say, any unmelted chocolate or anything like that. The reason is in case any of those egg yolks did get cooked and there's like scrambled eggs in it, we want to make sure we strain those out so it has a nice smooth texture. So basically, I just have a nice heat-proof bowl so it won't melt, sitting in an ice water bath, and I'm just going to pour it through a strainer into the bowl so it can chill a little bit more quickly. From this point, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it in the refrigerator for at least 3 hours. You know, overnight is better if you can do that. And then I'm going to put it into my ice cream maker and churn it, and we're going to have a nice, rich, luxurious, orange spiked chocolate ice cream. Just going to let this strain through. Okay, so I'm finishing up straining this, and the very last ingredient that I want to add before it goes into the refrigerator for a while is my 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So I'm just going to go ahead and stir that in. And then this is going to go straight into the refrigerator, chill for like 3 hours, and then we're going to put it in our ice cream maker to churn. And then I'm going to show you the finished product of this beautiful, luxurious orange spiked chocolate ice cream. Okay, so I've got my ice cream mixture poured into my ice cream freezer, and it doesn't matter what kind you use as long as it churns it, because you do want that air to come into it. I'm just going to put my top on and start it up. It's going to take about 20-25 minutes. And over here I already actually have some done. This is some portion of glass. You can see that it forms really nicely. After it comes out of the ice cream maker, you do need to set it into the freezer to cure for like an hour, maybe 2 hours, and then you have this beautiful rich ice cream that's customized to your flavor. So that's just a great idea on how to use egg yolks that are left over that would normally just go in the trash can and turn it into a way to make you money. So give it a try. It's a really delicious ice cream recipe, and I hope you have fun with it. Thanks for watching.